Initialize detectivation. Howdy, Rick. We made it to Friday. We made it to Friday. And I don't know about you. Obviously, you know, we've seen over the past few weeks, Germany and Belgium have those ridiculous floods, which I know you've been lucky enough to miss out. But over here, it's just been too hot for anyone to do anything. Don't know how it's been for you, but literally just everything. My brain was melting by 2 p.m. Twitch going, by the way, DJ's just gone, I know. Can you not see what I am doing? I am watching DJ. Why are you telling me that DJ? That'll be another one we can add in. Hello, Ray. Hello. But yeah, it's been a heckin' hot week. My brain was like melting at about 2 p.m. And I've actually spent like the past couple of evenings, like about 6 p.m. I'm just like, it's too hot to do anything. I'm just going to lie. Now I've got a fan. Now I've got a fancy fan. I'm just gonna lie in my bed with a fan up my ass and just fall asleep. Ray said the world's coldest shower. Oh, that sounds awesome. I tried turning my shower down cold. The best I could get. Well, my shower's got my shower's got a big knob and 3 settings, and normally I have it on high and hot. I put it onto eco and turned the knob all the way down, and it's still kind of lukewarm, but that's okay. Maybe I should try it on low, and maybe then I'll get like some nice proper cold stuff. But we'll see. I think the lukewarm hasn't been too bad. It was very refreshing after, like, you know, basically around about 2 o'clock. My brain's been checking out at 2 p.m. I stayed logged in to the work laptop, but I had a shower on the company time, because, yeah, boss makes a dollar, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. It's a bit too cold because the boiler wasn't on. So I got a fancy pants electric shower. So my only shower problems occurred for several years until the water board finally fixed it, that I couldn't have a shower after 6:30 in the morning because the water pressure would decrease so much that you couldn't get enough into the shower for it to actually heat up properly. So I would have to like set my alarm for 5:30 to make sure I got in the shower before 6:30. I did that for years. And then finally, like, someone down the road had similar problems and just put notes in everyone's letters going, do you have problems like with your shower or anything? I was like, yes. And the water board flipped our supply to up the road. I reported it once, and they did do something for a bit, and then it disappeared again. Well, they sort of like slowly put the pressure up, but then dropped again. But now we basically, they attached us to a water supply that's higher, so it comes down a bit better. So there we go. That was my shower woes from about 2015 or so. It's been fine now for ages. I got other things that go wrong that I just live with. You know, leaky toilet. That's fine. Just put a bucket under it. Hello, Kira. Right, shall we do some detectiving? Detectivating. Buttons. I want this button. And that button. Get rid of the music. Let's do some detectivating. Get my WASD ready. So we had just right. I've totally forgotten what all the buttons are now.
What does this machine do? That's Judy, Kate. She's a portable lie detector.
Portable? It's 18 feet tall and bolted to the floor.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on that part.
Oh, bless you.
But she can detect a lie with 98% accuracy.
So, better than real lie detectors then, which are apparently useless.
That's quite a claim. Let's see.
Good evening, small human child. I am Judy, Kate.
Oh, Judicate, I get it now. That's a very good pun.
Arbiter of truth, detector of lies. Since this is the first time we have met, I will need to calibrate. To begin, please answer this simple question. What is the meaning of life?
What? How am I supposed to answer that?
It's easy.
Ha! Ha! Just kidding.
Oh, sorry. I've been experimenting with her personality chip. She's using humor to build a better rapport with subjects.
Still needs some work.
To begin, please tell me your name.
We'll tell the truth.
My name is Jenny LeClue.
Welcome, Jenny LeClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Try the truth.
I don't trust people who hum.
You spoke the truth. Would you like to try again?
Why not? Better make sure it wasn't a fluke.
Let's do 2 truths and a lie.
I'm good at keeping secrets.
You spoke the truth. Would you like to try again?
Why not? Better make sure it wasn't a fluke. I'm Jenny LeClue, and I'm not afraid of anything.
Wow, that's a bit over the top for a lie.
I think I broke it.
It's okay. Her fuse just tripped. She gets very sensitive if you lie to her, especially if it's a big lie. But don't worry, she'll reset in a minute.
Interesting.
There you go. Back up again.
Welcome back, Jenny LeClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
I'm probably the best dancer at my school.
Wow, really doesn't like
It
liars.
overloaded again.
That's not... Oh, what's going on with the shiny? Hi.
Hey! What did you do?
Oh, that's just Maggie. She helps me find things I've dropped on the floor. Why do you have a man's ring?
It belonged to my dad.
Could have been your
That
dad.
doesn't make any sense.
That's a good thing the machine had just blown
I'm
up.
telling you the truth.
No, I mean, why would a ring made of gold stick to a magnet? Unless...
It's a cheap-ass ring.
There's something more to it.
Hello. Guess who's heard me talking to myself? Yes, hello. Ah. Hi. Ow. What are you doing? Hi. You having fun? Hello. Oh wow! Oh, he really dug in there. You all right? Huh? Being a little pest? Being a little pesto? By the way, is he a parrot now? He's trying. Is the fan annoying? I can just about hear it in the background of my microphone. Let's just. So this is just the microphone. And we'll put the game back on there. Is that annoying for you, by the way? Oh, wow. You really did a number on me, Orca. Look at that. You can't see it? Alright, you can't hear it. It's just me. It's just me. What are you doing now? He's being lovey-dovey against the mic stand. What? What? Traffic is much lower. Okay, cool. Well, my arm is a bloody mess. What are you doing? I shouldn't have dragged you up, should I? For those who haven't seen my new fan, it's a little fancy Dyson number that does look slightly like a portable urinal. And it seems to work best if I raise it up. Because it's very small. It's a very small fan. Right, you're just wandering around for a sit down. Sit down. When you sit someone, yes, hello. Yes, you're adorable. Yes. Come over here. Yes, hi. You gonna purr into the microphone? Give people something to hear that's cute? No? It's just gonna be in my way.
Which of these machines did you say could see inside things?
Excuse me, Tim. We need your help.
The thump is him whipping his tail. Right, sit over here. Yes, hi. You can stick your bum in that. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, you darling baby boy. Just sit there. Will you sit there? No. I'm gonna get him to sit on the desk. Did you hear that? Little purr. He's a very happy but annoying git. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Yes. Oh, there's a good boy. There's a good boy. There he is. He's flopped. Finally flopped, huh? You're a good boy. This is the content you love, Kira. Yes, you're a good little content boy, aren't you? I need to move your tail because it's on my keyboard, isn't it? Yes. I need to do my WSD.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Tim, the thermal imaging machine.
This is
Metal,
Tim.
Plastic, wood. There's nothing I can't see inside.
Yes, he's content for content. Ha ha! I need a button that goes badum tish. That's my version of badum tish.
Except, of course, your innermost thoughts.
Look, I don't need a best friend. I just need him to examine the ring.
Ouch. That hurt my feelings.
Go easy on him. He's quite sensitive.
Why do you keep making machines with feelings, Susie? That way leads to the robot revolution.
Ugh.
Give a computer feelings, get Skynet. Do you want Skynet? Because that's how we get Skynet.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how wonderful it is to meet you, my new friend. How can I be of service?
I need you to look inside something for me.
I'd be delighted to. Please place the object on my soft, velvety platform.
Stop it.
Come to me, tiny object of vast mystery and import. Reveal to me your deepest secrets.
Susie started Skynet. Turtle power!
Swim in my warm bath of gamma rays. I'm peering deeply inside you.
Susie, you've made a very disturbing computer.
What's that? Deeper still. I've never seen one of those before. fascinating. All the wonders I have seen.
Yeah, Tim is creepy.
Well, spit it out already.
One moment, please, while I paint you a picture of the journey we just shared.
I knew there was something special about this ring. It's full of tiny cogs and gears.
I've never seen such intricate craftsmanship.
I need to borrow your microscope. Tiny buttons hidden in plain sight. Clever. I wonder what they do.
Oh, tiny buttons. Is that the only tiny button? Kind of a big button. Oh no, those are buttons as well, huh? Okay, that one stayed in. Okay, it's a sequence. It's a sequence puzzle. No. And you? Oh, wow, that was a good guess. And now the big one in the middle. Hi, yes, hello. That looks
The
lethal.
ring opened up like a flower.
Why would the Dean have a ring like this?
Whatever its true purpose, one thing was clear. This ring was important.
Important enough to kill for? Dean Stroudsbury, what were you involved in?
Randian sex cult? Randian sex cult.
Did you say Dean Stroudsbury? Whose ring is that really?
Susie had entrusted her deepest, darkest secret to Jenny. The least Jenny could do was be honest with her.
It's always the same. Are we going to trust Susie? You know what? Let's trust Susie.
It's the Dean's ring. Well, it was.
You stole the Dean's ring?
Technically, I found it.
Jenny, you've got to turn that into the police. It could be important evidence.
Considering the police think my mom is the Dean's murderer, I certainly won't be handing it over to them.
But what if they ask me about it? I can't lie to them. I'm a terrible liar.
Reassure or blackmail? I mean, blackmail's tempting, but reassure.
It's not lying. It's just leaving out the parts that don't concern them.
I can't go to jail. My parents will disown me, and my reputation will be ruined.
No one's going to jail, as long as we protect each other. I'll keep your secret. You keep mine.
Like, friends.
Uh-oh. Something more important's cropped up, folks. Rick needs help. G&T or margarita? Protection from malaria or scurvy? I think scurvy is always a big problem. Make a margarita. Also, I don't like G&Ts. I'm not sure if it's the gin or the tonic. I think it's the tonic I don't like. But I don't like G&Ts. Now, if you were proposing vodka and something, if you were proposing dark rum and ginger, or a spiced rum and ginger, oh yeah. Or vodka and coke is always a good one. Don't forget, we got dice. You can roll, 1d2 to get yourself a random number between 1 and 2. So we do have dice on the bot that anyone should be able to use. There you go, 2, which is margarita. Probably.
Sure.
Go on, Jenny, be friends with Susie.
Now go back to whatever mad science experiment you were doing. I've got a window to open.
You might be able to persuade me for a fancy tonic. If you have fancy tonics, I might be persuaded.
Complex formulas filled the large chalkboard. Clearly the work of a genius.
One of them's a cupcake.
Okay, she's secretly smart. We get it. What is all this anyway?
Oh, that? I'm working on a proof to help me pick the perfect prom dress.
You've got to be kidding me.
I know. I'm not sure it can be done either. But I've got to try. It's the biggest decision a girl has to make.
Gross. That stupid robot just tried to kill me.
Oh, be careful. Claude is very fragile.
Fragile? It's enormous.
I haven't finished calibrating him yet. If you want to help, get him to pick some things up and put them down again. He needs the practice. Just don't pick up anything too heavy.
Let's use the robot arm. Yeah. This might come in handy later. Oh, look. We got gallery art. That's nice. Lovely finished gin that tastes cold. Wow. Someone's got all the fancy drinks. Don't pick up anything too heavy. I went and picked up something too heavy.
Must have been too heavy.
Please be gentle with Claude. He's only a prototype, and I'm out of replacement parts.
There we
I
go.
got it!
In the back of Jenny's brilliant
Oh, hello.
mind, a plan was forming.
I know exactly how to get out of here.
Excellent.
How can I escape from Glatz Manor?
Ray's got some red wine. That's cool. Alright, so we got a robot arm. We got a window. And we got silent explosives. But, I'm trying to lift something heavy, it sparks and overloads. The window's locked electromagnetic being connected to power supplies. And Judy Kate blows a fuse and we lie to her. So I think we need to get the robot to lift something heavy and Judy Kate to blow a fuse to the Rhine.
When I overload the robot arm, it sparks and fuses. And when I lie to Judy Kate, she nearly overloads the power supply.
So if you do both...
So if I could overload them at the same time, then I might be able to short the power and open the window in the attic.
But Jenny
Hey.
couldn't operate both machines by herself.
Susie,
Yes?
I need your...
Asking Susie for help was worse than having a tooth pulled out.
Oh, come on, Jenny.
I need you to do something.
Of course. What can I do to help?
I didn't say I needed your help.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't owe you anything.
Okay, okay. What do you want me to do?
Go stand by Judy, Kate.
All right. But why?
No time for questions. Just wait for my instructions. Susie, are you ready?
Welcome back, Susie Glatz. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Okay, I'm ready. What should I do now?
Just hold on until I give the signal.
Now
The
lie,
robot arm
Judy.
strained under the weight of the giant metal object.
Okay, Susie. Tell a lie. And make it a big one.
Oh, okay. A big lie. Ooh, I've got just the thing. I'm wearing black socks.
That was a lie.
No, Susie. A big lie. Something terrible.
I'm just no good at lying.
Tell Judy, Kate, you killed Dean Strasberry.
What? That's horrible. I can't say that.
Do you want to help or not?
Yes, but...
Then hurry up and say it.
Okay, okay. I killed the dean.
Louder!
I killed the dean.
Bigger!
I killed Dean Strasberry.
Say it like you mean it!
I murdered Dean Strasberry. I bashed his brains in. Now I danced on his grave.
Imagine if that popped up truth.
Wow, that was messed up.
Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible person.
As Susie
Oh,
Glatz
Susie.
contemplated every bad thing she'd ever done in her life, Jenny heard the unmistakable sound of success.
Yay! We got out.
It worked.
It's okay, Susie. Oh no, she's having a massive existential crisis now. Look at her. We can't even talk to her and say, it's okay. She's just gonna stand there and have an existential crisis.
Jenny!
Oh, there we go.
You can't leave now. It's past curfew.
Watch me.
Well, you can't go out wearing pajamas.
I'm not playing dress up with you while my mom is trapped in jail for a crime she didn't commit. The real killer is still out there.
And what if you find him? What then?
Jenny paused. She hadn't thought that far ahead.
Are you scared?
Are we scared? Let's have a moment of vulnerability.
Of course Jenny was scared, but she would never admit that to Susie.
My mom always says, a great detective shows courage in the face of danger. Now is the time to be courageous.
Well, let me help you. We can work out a plan together.
Breakers return and put the lime in the tequila and the Cointreau. You put the lime in the tequila, drinking both up, you put the lime with the Cointreau. Tequila and Cointreau, interesting. So, talking of Cointreau, I do not claim to have invented the drink, but I claim that I introduced it to the greater population. The Skittle Bomb, which is basically Red Bull and Cointreau, and you drop the Cointreau in like a Jaeger bomb, right? Now, someone I used to work with, who is an absolute fucking prick, but, you know, when work moves you to Swindon, and the only people you know are like two of the lads who moved there with you, then you don't have many choices when it comes to going out drinking. But he introduced me to it. He invented it, and I thought, oh wow, that's really good. Then one time, I think it was when we went to see Aha in the Royal Albert Hall. I introduced it to a student bar afterwards, and then about a month later, it's everywhere. So I claim that I introduced it to a student bar in London. They went, "Oh, that's an interesting idea," and it spread from there. So while I may not be the absolute inventor, I am the original promoter. And that is my claim, and I'm sticking to it. Not even a claim to fame. Because it's a shitty drink. But, Cointreau or triple sec in Red Bull does have a very nice fruity flavour. And Rick has an amazing rum from Guatemala, made up from rums of various stages up to 23 years. Oh, fancy.
Sorry, Susie, but I work alone.
Oh, Jenny, stop being like
At
that.
least take this with you then, so we can stay in touch.
Don't be a prick.
Fine, I'll take it.
Susie Talkie, of course.
But don't call me. I'll call you.
Okay, good luck. And be careful. There's still a killer out there.
I'll be fine.
Jenny, you won't tell anyone about my lab, right?
Only if you cover for me.
Of course. I'm always here for you. We're going to be best friends, Jenny LeClue. I just know it.
Sure. Right after I sign up for cheerleading.
Oh, Jenny, stop being such a cynical sod.
To catch a real killer, Jenny needed her detective gear. But that was at home, across town and swarming with police. It wasn't wise to travel through town after curfew. To avoid being caught, she'd have to find another way home. Excellent, thought Jenny. Time to exercise my sneaking muscles.
Exercise my sneaking muscles. Wait, that attic had windows? Of course, it's some gallery art. Pigeon, and of course, I forgot about the back-breaking things, like you can't walk there. Pigeon, if you go to Pigeon Street, these are the people that you'll meet. These are the people that will say hello.
Jenny paused at the edge of the
hello,
roof, her teeth
goodbye.
chattering in the chill wind. Below her, Lake Nowhere glowed eerily in the darkness. From this vantage point, she could see all the way to the lighthouse at the center of the lake. Only the wealthiest families in Arthurton could afford such spectacular views.
If I cross the lake, it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest to my house.
But navigating the lake at night was not an easy task. Many accomplished sailors had met their doom on the ragged rocks of Bear Claw Bend.
Well, I've already worked out a way across. Time to get off this roof before someone spots me.
What's wrong with the moon? It's moonish.
Damn it! Think fast, Jenny.
And just like that, Jenny was gone. Her first great adventure cut short before it had begun.
I'm right here. Just hanging around.
It's all gonna be Hitman. The lit part goes more than 180 degrees around the circumference. That's not how phases of the moon work. Yes, but shush. Oh.
What's that sound?
Mystery paper plane.
True believer, I am the one you seek. I swim in the shadows of giants that stir beneath an eerie silence. Follow the path, reach the truth.
What a curious and cryptic message. Was it meant for her? And who had written it? Friend or foe?
Anything else? No.
This could be from the killer.
But it was far too dangerous to find out.
I have to find out.
And so she decided to ignore the message and carry on to her house.
There's no way I'm ignoring the case of the mysterious message.
I do love this like conflict between the writer and Jenny. And so we ignored it. No, we're not. Could be from the Dean's real killer. Anyway, we were going to steal a boat, right? Sorry, borrow.
The SS Susie. A gift from Susie's father as a thank you for preparing his lunch one day.
Wow, that's how rich these people are,
This will
huh?
get me across the lake in no time.
Unfortunately, the boat didn't belong to her.
I'll just borrow it for a couple of hours. They won't even notice it's gone.
But borrowing something without asking first was just stealing.
It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than wait for permission.
Of course, the boat needed a key.
Jeez, nobody trusts anyone these days. There must be some other way to start the engine.
We're going to hotwire it. Risk of electric shock, third-degree burns, smouldering flash, or death. Warranty void if removed. Smith & Smith. Ooh, sticker.
I bet I can hotwire the boat if I get this panel off.
Disappointing they didn't go for the aeronautical enigma.
Risk of electric shock. It was far too dangerous.
Oh, shut up,
I
Arthur.
love danger.
Right, literally gonna like... Susie, can we borrow a boat? Yeah, thanks. Cheers. Bye.
Damn, this one's stuck.
Foiled at the last moment by a rusty screw. Oh well, time to turn back.
There's only one screw left. I can just pry the panel back.
Yep.
And so she very carefully pulled on the panel.
Yeah, now we're playing Jenny LaRue. Yep, that'll do.
Wow, looks complicated.
Far too complicated for a child to even attempt.
Shut up, Arthur.
Mom always says, a great detective focuses on the solution, not the problem. It looks like I can bypass the ignition by turning the dials until all the lights are illuminated. Piece of cake.
Okay, so, So, Right, so could just turn the panel around and screw. Yes, I know. Okay, so that lights up that one and the purple one, and then we need to somehow light up the yellow and the other red one. And that one's a loop. What go on? What's going on here? That's where that blue one is.
I did
Oh, hello. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Jenny had found a way to cross the lake, but she was still a long way from home. She pulled out her journal and plotted a course.
First, I'll navigate my way around Skull Island.
Uh-huh.
Next, I'll sail up the river to the Almaston Bridge. Then it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest. And finally, home. Got it. Let's go.
Alright, I'm not in control of the boat. I'm on a boat! I don't know how that song went.
Jenny had never crossed the lake after dark. Come to think of it, she'd never even driven a boat before. She thrust the throttle forward and felt a cool wind whip through her hair.
Thank you, Ray.
Sneaking around after curfew had its benefits.
Okay, weird boat game. Also, what? Oh, what? Searching for more things. Oh, there it is. Of course, it's fucking gallery items. Oh god, it's a maze puzzle, isn't it? Of course it is. This is... Thing is, what if the thing is important? What if the thing here is important? Maybe it's not going to be, is it? It's going to be another... it's going to be another gallery item! Yeah, it is a bit sunless to see, right? Oh, hello. Why have you got a marker on you? What? So we're here. Arthurton's Best Lake. This isn't a lake. So we go south through the Shallow Grave Waterway. Then we go north through the Skull Island. We do not go to the Round Rock. We go through the Bear Claw Bend. We ignore Bagel Bay. Jesus. Alright. This is somewhere between the Sunless Sea and that last mission on Nancy Drew. Except, I don't think we're gonna like crash out and die. Right, hang on, I reckon. So here, so we go north. This is not a lake.
Scholar Island, home to an abandoned lighthouse and an excellent sandwich shop.
It's not that abandoned if it's working though, is it? Right, don't go up there. Go up here, I think.
Decommissioned over 100 years ago, but the light mysteriously continued to illuminate the darkness.
I'm sure it's not that much of a mystery. Right, we're here, so we want to go right and south. Cool. Oh, hello. Where on the water is this one? Up here. It's just going to be another piece of bloody thingy, isn't it? Yep. Hey, look, we found gallery art. Oh, you pricks. You utter pricks. That's the way we wanted to go. Alright, what are our alternate routes? Oh, okay. We just go... We should be able to go over the top now. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's find more gallery items, shall we, since we're here. Oh, this isn't a gallery item. This is something... Oh, it's a sticker. Why do I like stickers more than gallery items? Anyway. Why can we not go through here? Donk. Because there's not so many of them. That's possibly part of it, yes. Also, I can put stickers on my journal. Right, what happens if we just go south? This is not on the water? What's going on here? Oh no, there it is. What are you doing, DJ? What are you doing? Ah, postcard scrap. Good. That's a mystery we haven't solved.
DJ, what are you doing?
Can we land the boat here? Nope. I'm just getting to the point now where I'm just like, fuck it, let's just do reckless shit. Afton's best lake. Also Afton's only lake. Jelly LeClue. We want to go to the Almoston Bridge. But apparently we can't go past Bearclaw Bend because there's...
Whoa. That can't be good for the boat.
Let's just smash into things. Maybe... Nope. Can't just... Why are some pieces of just floating wood my nemesis? Do you know what nemesis means? Fine, I'm going to explore everything else there is to explore. Can I get off of the beach? Nope. Can't go around here because there's bits of wood. Well, can't find my way into Bagel Bay. So where are we meant to go? We meant to take this crack? Nope. Can't fit in the cracks. Signpost says 50 miles to the left. And we want to go to... Yeah. That's a new sticker. Right, is there a clue that we're missing? Can you ram the boys to move them? That's a very good question, Kira. A very good question indeed.
Sure is fun to hit stuff.
It is. But they don't seem to... They seem to stay where they are. And then thump. It's like bits of floating wood just are your absolute nemesis. How can this be? How can this be? Right. What have we missed then? Well, there was something around here that we've missed. Just in case, like, one of these things is like a net or something daft for moving wood. See, that is not a thing. That's another. At least that's a cool sticker. Hiya, Kathy. Oh, wood is our nemesis. Wood is our nemesis. We want to go to the Almoston Bridge, which you see at the bottom right. But we can't get past Bearclaw Bend, for there is wood in the way. And no way of... we can hit things. But when we come across wood like this, it's just like, oh, nope. Can't go there. Can't go there, Jenny LeClue. So I'm just doubling back on myself. Just in case we've missed anything interesting. While crashing this boat that we've borrowed. Yeah, we're having a problem with wood and ramming boys. And occasionally finding these things. Sometimes they appear like they might be clues. No, it's a sticker. It's a sticker. That's where we came. We're now going back the way we came.
Pretty sure I'm gonna sink the boat. Whee!
But you know, Jenny's got a good attitude to it. It's not up there. That much I know. Or we actually got stuck. No, we haven't. Look, see, we're there, and we want to go round Bearclaw Bend and down. That's what we want to do. But the game will not allow us to, because we go around Bearclaw Bend. Look, it looks like a Bearclaw. That's quite nice, that, actually. And there's all this wood there. And we're just like, nope. Like, you know, yes, I was thinking it is somewhere between Sunless Sea and Cooking Simulator, Maid Simulator Pros, jet ski. So what are we missing, folks? What are we missing? What does Jenny need to do to get past? I don't think there's a sneaky shortcut. Oh, we go back. We go back here. We read the signpost. Do we need Sierra Helpline? We might need Sierra Helpline, right? In fact, yes. I mean, driving around, hitting boys, getting upset by wood. Did we keep any silent explosives from the lab? This isn't an inventory game, though. That's the annoying thing. At least it's not an inventory game in the way that we're used to it. Like, we can't seem to go fast enough to skip over that. Can you upgrade your deck cannon? Oh, I wish. I wish we even had a fucking deck cannon. Skull Island. Who's operating the lighthouse? Doesn't really matter right now, Jenny. Look, see, that is a lake. What we're doing is not a lake. Oh, we're still the CEO, I see. Did you find some fish near the start? Fuck, we're gonna go all the way back to the start? Not before. Not before we put this. That's why I like stickers. There are clues, huh? Okay. Go all the way back to the start. Smashing into everything as I go. Fuck your boat, Susie. Alright, we're there. Okay, cool. I mean, we didn't go up here where there may be... Knew it. Ah, more postcard. This is kind of where we started. And it's a giant fucking whale or something.
I swim in the shadows of giants.
Oh, right, okay.
This must be the place.
Oh, because we had the paper plane that says...
Whoa, that was huge. I have to get a closer look.
Hey, thank you, Ray. Are these fucking whales? Or dolphins? Have I got to try and get one to land on the boat? Oh, hello. There was a big lad.
The elusive red herring. A rare and fantastic sight.
Oh, fuck off with your red herring
Believe
gags.
they really exist.
Jenny had always believed they were a fisherman's tale, but seeing them firsthand.
Hi, Art. Yes, but it's another red herring
She's
gag.
so beautiful.
But what was stuck in her scales?
A message in a bottle. Curious. I am the voice of reason. I walk amongst the sunken ships that once sailed through the glowing mist. It's another clue. This case just got more
Dangerous. Jenny had no idea who was behind these messages. This could be an elaborate
or
trap.
it could be the answer I need to prove my mom's innocence.
The best course of action was to go back and get help from an adult.
You get one red herring joke max per puzzle series. Oh no, because Sanitarium had at least 3. I think it had 1 per level, in fact.
No, I have to see where this leads. On my own. Sunken ships, glowing mist. That should be easy to spot. Thanks, fishies!
Alright, so we're not trying to find our way out. We're trying to... Oh, hello. It's going to be a gallery. Of course it's a gallery item, but we're going to get it anyway. Down here in the southwest, it's cooler, but it's still pretty hot. I've got the fan on. But I've been eating ice cream all day and ice lollies. Got 2.5 days use out of the air conditioning unit. And now it's break. Well, you know, does it do heat, Kath? Because if it does heat as well, then you're not on a complete loser, are you? But, you know, yeah, we still got other hot days to come. I'm sure. Oh, Art's got second jams. Right, now, what was that clue again? Sunken ships, glowing mist. Probably by the lighthouse. Keep turning my caps lock on when I'm trying to do shift. Whee! Oh, cool, you got your second jabs in as well, right? Nice one. Everyone's getting jammed. Oh, am I going the wrong way? So probably the shallow grave waterway or the danger low visibility area. One of them. Anyway. Gotta go south. So, not that. The low visibility mists, which appear to have opened up now.
I can't see a thing. I must be heading in the right direction.
Just did a lap. Somewhere in this weird bit. Oh. Cool, a sticker. That's nice. But, what are we looking for in the mist? Ah.
Jenny navigated carefully through the thick fog.
Oh, it smells like rotten fish.
Many ships had lost their bearings here, grounded on the ragged rocks, swallowed by the lake.
Maybe I could shed some light on these ghost ships.
That's a plane. That's a really spooky sound effect as well. Oh no. Did we get them all? Did we get them all? Right. Shine the light on, they disappear again. So you shine the light on it again. Hello, Mary. How you doing? Welcome to the spooky game. Well, I'd say the spooky game, the infuriating game. But we've got past infuriating now, and we're on to yeah, we're on to spooky. Sounds like a sound effect from Dishonored, huh? Is there a bit of ghost ship that we've missed? Have we missed a bit of ghost ship? Another message in a bottle. So a missing conversation that talking about butts.
Another message. This is starting to feel like a wild goose chase.
What are you lot talking about now? There was talk about jabs. Everyone was getting jabs. Okay, let's see. Let's roll back here a second. Art went to get their second vaccine. Cool. And it was, Ray got second jabbed. Amazing. Everyone's high-fiving. That's that. Second jab crew. Woo, second jab crew. I'm in the second jab crew. Art hopes it wasn't too bad. Tired after the first and COVID arm 10 days later. Oof. Ray's fully Pfizer'd. Art is Moderna-ized. I'm just AstraZeneca'd myself. Pfizer is allegedly worse than second, says Ray. Set Pfizer's to sun, said someone funnier than Kathy. Oh, bless you. Rick was BioNTech. Nice. Did we find that the second shot didn't hurt or sting as much? Depends on the nurse. Hurt more for Kathy. Ray's like, I get T injections. I'm harder than all y'all. Oh, Kathy got the nurse in a mood. I got a nurse who's just obsessed with my mask. Oh, right, okay. So does the T-shot go in the arm? For some reason, Kathy thought it was in the butt. Hi, Mary. Kathy looked at Decapeptals in the springs this time. It's quite a lot. Right, so the T does go in the butt. That's where we are. The T injection is not a sex thing. That's Tom's stream. Stay tuned for more sex things. But T goes in the butt. Okay. There's a quote for you. Tea goes in the butt. Fuck your coffee enemas. Nice cup of tea in the butt. Anyway, we're playing a video game, not talking about who gets what hormones stuck in what body part. We're picking a mess in the bottle in a wild goose chase. You're right, Jenny LeClue. In the hope
in darkness. I sit in a spiral of ancient stone. Against the clock, I move alone.
Oh, in the spirally bit
now. What are all these
now?
cryptic messages? And where are they leading? I should get out of here before I turn into a ghost.
Right, okay. Next. Whee! Oh. Oh, right there, huh? Hello, Chips. Thank you for the host there. How you doing?
Phew, made it out alive. Let's go find this spiral of ancient stone.
Or just smash into the signpost, one or the other. So, the spiral of ancient stone, that's going to be the round rock, right? All the way up there. Working some projects, lovely. Have we seen Chip's new hyper modes? That does look... Hang on, let me have a look in... Oh, wow. That's really fun. I like that. That's some good hype chips. Not to be confused with hype chips, which are... I don't know what that's... Yeah. I was going to try and make something about chip potatoes at hype. I don't know. It's gone. It's gone. Anyway, head north, go into the spiral thing. Yeah, make your own puns about hype chips. You're on better pun duty than me tonight. Smash! Crash! Bang! But if you all don't know chips, I'm just gonna. I think I've got here. Hey, chips. My holding screen for a little while, and I'll go back to it. I'm probably like every few weeks flip between what Jess did for me and what Chips did for me. But yeah, I've got a persona that Chips did. It's brilliant, and I think you all should consider getting Chips to do some work for you. He's a talented lad, and yeah, there's a link there and how to do the old commish and things. Nav gallery item. Google the D as I love the word that gonadotropin exists. Oh, gonadotropin. Right, okay. Gallery fart. Gonadotropin, it seems like a pretty nifty word. Almost as good as gongoozling. I don't think anything could ever beat gongoozling as a word, but gonadotropin is pretty close for second place.
The night grew dark and eerie.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Well, aren't you ominous?
Gonna be assertive with a crow.
Shoot! Shoot! Seriously, get off the light! And watch your language. Ow! How rude!
Alright, what are we looking for this time? Oh, crows, is it? We're gonna have to stone the crows. Oh wow, that was quick.
Watch it, buddy! Talk about a murder of crows. It threw a rock at me.
I got a rock.
That was not a rock. It was a crab.
That was a lot of crabs. Rock friend. So we're crab hunting. Until we find a thing, we're gonna have to come back around to that. Speaking of crows, we be playing the Little Bird next door now. Have fun, Mary. We'll speak to you soon. Grubs, grubs, grubs. Oh, hey, wait, what? Hey, is that the entire postcard now? Yes! Amazing. Cool. So we can put this together. Enter X. No, what? Where does this piece go? Oh, Death Door's a game, not how you're feeling. Yeah. I don't have rotate, do I? Right, you're probably down there. Oh, I do have rotate. I do. Right, hold on a second then. If I do have rotate. Hey, there we go. And you go up like that, and maybe even all the way over there. Yes, because you're snapping into place. You look like you go there, 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 there. You would be there, maybe? No, that doesn't seem right at all. Right, hold on. You would go up there. Oh yeah, you're... You weren't locked in place. Come on, yeah, you go that, you go there, don't you? Right, okay. Come on, buddy. Hey! Excellent. Now, what do we actually get for this? Hi, Mom. Summer camp is going great. We took a field trip to the observatory last night. I've never seen... Thank you, Art. I've never seen so many stars. Ricky knew all the constellations. He's so smart and super cute. And he held my hand. Don't worry, he's only 2 years older than me. Please don't tell Dad. Miss you all so much. Love, Stella. And then there's this wild dragon thing on there. So that's a case. That's like one of the first cases that we had. Curious postcard strap. To do, look for remaining pieces. So we did. We found the remaining pieces. Anyway, back to... Hey, wait. I have lost my WASD. I seem to be stuck. Hopefully, as we come back around to the bit I need. Here. Why are you not answering? This is all answering to WASD, huh? Why has the game stopped responding? I've wasted my last. And got so obsessed with stuff you lot have been gossiping in chat without me. So I'm gonna alt tab out and have a catch up in chat. And see what's going on. Yes, saying what's your language, crows. It seems quite fun. Many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. Kathy's locked onto DuckTales. Rock Ren, woohoo! Yes, Mary's playing Death's Door. Some alert Indiana Jones for reasons that I've forgotten. Death Door's game. No Sat AM stream from Kathy this week. Getting lasered. Sweet. The item picker bottom right. Yes, sort that out. Cool. Ladies in the morning. Smells like victory. Robot dragon. Right. It still doesn't work when I click out. And I don't want to quit. Why is WASD not responding for me anymore? Right, hang on. Problem is, 8 minutes since last save, so I don't want to quit because I have to redo a load of stuff all over again. Oh look, this is responding to WASD, huh? So we get to see this concept art. But the game has forgot. Oh no, stop it. I don't want to do all the boat stuff again. Or half the boat stuff again. Oh, don't make me quit, game. Don't make me quit. I just did a print screen. Switch my keyboard off, switch it on again. See, because it's that. That's what I want. I'm pointing at my screen. You can't see me pointing. It's that bottle. It's that bottle in there we want. We need to scare some crab friends. But the flashlight half stuck. What are other buttons that I could press that might wake Jenny up? J for journal, no. Q and E is not doing. X is not doing anything. M? M? No M's, no M's. Oh, my days. There it is. You can see the thing. DJ cannot use his was these check options or keybind. You know, well, we could. We could do a hacking controller. Don't know how well the game will pick up that I'm using a controller. It's not doing it at the moment. It's all gone to prove for Jenny LeClue. Change and change back for a nudge might be worth it. Controller not responding. Not liking controller. Right, options, controls, keyboard remapping. H, G, J. Nope. Not the new ones. Yes, I'm sure. Exit. Detect zoom is M. Journal flip is J. Q. I'll try all QEs. The only thing I haven't done is the left shift. That, no. Right. We're gonna have to do it, dudes. Balls. Balls to you. Alright, hopefully this will pick up the save from after the ghosty bit.
The night grew dark and eerie.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
Right, yes.
Well, aren't you ominous?
We're back at the Crow.
Shoot! Shoot! Seriously, get off the light! And watch your language! Ow!
Watch your language, Crow. Right, so. We have to catch a crow first. And then we do the crab thing, and then we get the... Car! Car!
Watch it, buddy! Talk about a murder of crows.
I'm not your buddy, pal!
Throw a rock at me!
It's a crab.
That was not a rock. It was a crab.
Now we're on crab duty. No more crabs in that one. So we're back to crab harassing. Yeah. But this is the one. There it goes. We'll get it the next time round. Oh no. Oh, here it comes.
I am the answer to the unasked question. I stand inside the crescent moon. Below death's gaze, I wait for you.
That
I
probably.
wait for you. This could be the last clue.
So caught up in unraveling the mystery, Jenny failed to recognize how dangerous this chase really was.
Who is waiting at the crescent moon?
Whoever it was, our intrepid detective would need to be extremely careful.
Excellent. Did we therefore miss the last bit of postcard?
Crescent moon. Below death's gaze.
Yeah.
Time to wrap up this case.
No, we got the postcard. Excellent. Oh, and it thinks that the controller's connected. Oh, never mind. It's giving me the controller things. But, whoops. Alright, here we go. Why are you not going any further left? Boat! Why do you not turn, boat? Oh dear, hold on a second, let me just take the controller out. Why has boat stopped turning now? Oh wait, hang on. No. Boat turns so far, and then you need to use a W and S. Anyway, out of the spirally thing. Out of the spiral. Oops. Whoops. Crunch. Crunch, smack, bang, whatever. If I were good at driving boats, I wouldn't be a 13-year-old girl. So, Bagel Bay next, everybody. Beneath the thing and the thing with the thing. Probably. Oh, well, Skull Island, Lighthouse, and Sandwich Shop. Below Death's Gaze. I stand inside the crescent moon. Below Death's Gaze, I wait for you. So it's probably the Skull Island, right? Maybe not the Bagel Bay. Yeah, basically, let's go to the bottom of the skull. Oh yes, look, we can go here now. Those bits that were locked off before are suddenly available to us. Nope. It's rather funny. It's doing all the clues. Hey, we got a sticker. Don't know why we got a flask sticker, but we got a sticker. And we're definitely going into the Bagel Bay now, aren't we? Is it me, or is the ship looking more dented at the prow?
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Who's there?
This is exactly what we should be doing. Meeting mysterious people in the middle of the night. Perfectly safe.
Stay right there. Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
Persuade or threaten? Let's try persuasion.
Whoever you are, the police are right behind me, and they're very angry. But I might be able to help you if you just talk to me.
It's a scarecrow,
Okay.
isn't it?
If you won't cooperate, I'll have to come over there.
It's a monk.
Oh, it was just my imagination. Thank God.
The dog's locked us before the dawn!
Oh, God.
Ah! Get away from me, you maniacal murderer!
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
It's CJ.
CJ?
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it cook a 5-course meal.
Don't be ridiculous. The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
Oh, this is probably based on the options I took earlier, right?
The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
The wind blows strongly from the east.
People in glass houses should invest in curtains.
The evening sky is full of fireflies.
The last donut is the tastiest.
Excellent, Jim. They haven't broken you yet.
The notes were from you? I thought you were the Dean's killer. Why did you make me go through all that if you were already in the boat?
Is
It's the only place safe from their prying ears. We have to hurry. This line isn't secure.
Why do we hang around with this person?
Line? We're talking in person.
Exactly. Now quickly, before they get a fix on our location. What did you want to tell me?
Seriously? You can't keep doing this. You contacted me.
Did I?
Actually, I'm glad you did. I need to ask you a few questions about the Dean's death.
Good, Jenny. Question everything. Trust no one.
Time to interrogate CJ. Here we go. Why does he get a black eye? Suspiciously large bruise.
What happened to your eye? Did you get in a fight?
Wasn't a fight. More of a misunderstanding, really.
A seriously purple misunderstanding?
Well, you should see the other guy.
There's something you're not telling me.
Is there?
Oh, new sticker, huh? And that'll be a new gallery arts.
What happened to your compass? Before it was wandering, but now it seems to be pointing in one direction.
Looks closely based on William H. Macy and Fargo now.
Exactly.
No, I don't think so. I'm getting a very Doc Brown vibe out of him, both in the voice and also the wild hair. I mean, it's been a long time since I watched Fargo. But, yeah, I'm getting more Doc Brown. Hold on a sec. Because I unplugged the controller. PlayStation switched on.
Do you see now? It's not a compass at all.
So what is it then?
Aliens!
Aliens? What are you talking about?
E.T. Extraterrestrials. Beings from another world.
I know what aliens are. Come on, CJ, there's no such thing.
What? No, not you too.
I'm sorry, CJ, but it's time to get serious. The Dean is dead and my mom's in jail, framed for a murder she didn't commit. I need to get to the truth.
The only way to truly see is to open your mind. Not everything is what it seems.
If there really are aliens in Arthurton, how come you're the only person who's ever seen them?
People don't see what they aren't looking for. That's why I come here every night, to observe the unobservable. The compass is my eyes. It can sense their presence where I cannot. Why don't you borrow it and find out for yourself?
Fine.
Okay, I'll take it. I need all the help I can get.
Good. You can prove my theory to be fact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Just remember, when the needle is steady, the phenomena are near.
Sure.
They were here before. They will return. And we'll be waiting for them.
Uh-huh. Yep. Totally.
Alright, what else? Oh, hey, more gallery art there. Oh. Anything particular about the war? Oh, hello. Gumboldt library card.
I know you were in the library the day Dean Strasberry died. Did you notice anything unusual?
Yes, I did.
Great. What happened?
They changed the bathroom scent from strawberry to pine. It was most unpleasant.
Oh, is that all?
I intended to alert the librarian as a matter of urgency, but no one was at the front desk. Quite unusual.
The wrong person asked that
Was
question.
there anyone else in the library?
No, just the dean and I, till
Until you left. It's not like you to leave your research lying around. Why were you in such a hurry?
I lost track of time. I was late for an appointment.
An appointment? Where?
Appointment? What are you talking about?
You said you were late for an appointment.
Objection. Leading the witness.
This isn't a trial, CJ. It's just...
Then I have nothing further to say, Your Honor.
CJ, this is serious. You have to tell me the truth.
I had to do it, Jenny. I needed to learn.
CJ, is this a confession?
Well,
What?
we're going to find out anyway.
CJ, Murder Dean Strasberry?
The Dean? Oh, no.
But you just said...
Good, Jenny. Suspect everyone, even me.
CJ is the red
understand.
herring.
In fact, I suspected myself for quite some time, but I couldn't have done it.
I want to believe you, CJ, but do you have an alibi?
That's why I left these notes for you. If anyone can prove I'm innocent, it's you, Jenny LeClue.
Hang on a second. Let me take a look at that. Jenny, I need your help. You know, we could have saved a lot of time if you'd just given me this message first.
Risk being followed? Never!
But what had piqued Jenny's interest was not the message itself.
That paper. What did he write all these messages on?
I think he wrote them on a newspaper. Right, okay, we need some corners. In fact, we need this corner which says Thursday evening edition. If after this I lose WASD, I will freak. Okay, so you look like bottom left. You can wait a minute, because no, not tab. You look like the top. You could well be here. Yep. You definitely look like you're... Whoops. There. And then you are... There.
I knew it!
Yay. So, did the wild goose eat the red herring before you chased it? Oh.
You wrote all these messages on a piece of newspaper.
Local idiot ruins school play. Yes. An Avocado Heights school play and parade about the founders of Arthurton was ruined by one town's idiot ramblings. The man identified himself simply as CJ. Witnesses to the terribly misguided man's rant claimed that after he ran onto the stage, he began yelling at a small, innocent child dressed as an acorn, later identified as Sheldon, grade 3. Witnesses recalled the crazed man barking, "They're lying to you! They don't know what they're talking about! The truth is up there!" at the frightened child. Principal Bagley, who'd been watching from the sidelines, wrested the man off stage and away from the now crying children. The man then ran through the street shouting, "They're trying to shut me up! They're trying to shut me up!" One parent replied, "Maybe it's time someone did." Police arrived soon after, and though it was a bit of a struggle to catch and arrest the man, police eventually managed to book him on charges of disturbing the peace. Another parent claimed it was the best show I'd ever seen at school, although the bit about the aliens was a bit far-fetched. Avocado Heights earlier today, a scene of tears and terror. There he is with his black guy. There's an advert for Mr. Beans. Keep an eye out for our brand new coffee cup, peddling beans all over town. Cover story continues. As the only witness and prime suspect, Mrs. LeClue is being held without bail at the Arthurton City Jail. Mrs. LeClue has not given any comment and has refused legal counsel when offered. Due to the nature of the case, Sheriff Winston LeClue has distanced himself from all proceedings in order to maintain a perimeter to limit the conflict of interest and uphold the law and justice to the full extent possible.
The front page was missing, but even this small snippet worried Jenny.
They've been peddling lies about my mom right from the start. Sheriff Winston LeClue has distanced himself from all proceedings. Well, if he won't help her, I will.
Jenny couldn't help it. Every time she thought about coffee, she saw Keith's face. She heard his voice. She remembered his sadness.
Okay.
She promised not to rest until she'd uncovered the truth of his father's death.
That's the day of the Dean's murder.
Thursday.
This photo was taken in Avocado Heights. That's on the other side of town, miles from the library.
And he was arrested.
CJ was always protesting something. The first time they had met, CJ had handcuffed himself to a bike rack outside Agatha Krusty's bakery.
He was convinced they were hiding something in the pies. He'd lost the key to his handcuffs, so I picked the lock for him.
They had been friends ever since.
3:55. Clearly the afternoon. CJ couldn't have killed the Dean. All the evidence is right here.
Save the clock tower! Face to the dead Dean. I can prove CJ is innocent. Clock. Avocado Heights. And the newspaper.
CJ was photographed in Avocado Heights at 3:55 p.m. on Thursday, 2 minutes before the Dean died. There's no way CJ could have killed him. CJ, you're innocent!
What a relief!
But you really shouldn't be going around town terrorizing children. You're going to end up in jail again.
That wouldn't be so bad. They have the best beds in town.
Right, we still got to find more clues on CJ himself as well. Familiar notes.
Those scribbles look familiar.
They're UFOs, Jenny.
I found your map of Arthurton in the library.
Keep it. It's a great map. Very rare. Ripped it straight out of the town charter, first edition. Come to think of it, only edition.
What about all your notes? Don't you need them?
Nope. Got it all backed up in the cloud.
What cloud?
Did I say cloud? I meant head.
So what do all those notes mean? You wrote about seeing UFOs in the forest.
Yes! You're starting to see differently. There are patterns everywhere. Keep searching.
Every part of my being is telling me that my mom is being framed, but I don't understand why.
There are only 3 reasons a man is murdered. He didn't mind his own business. He couldn't keep his mouth shut. Or he wouldn't keep his hands to himself.
He owes someone a lot of money? Or is that...
Have you ever heard of a place called Widow's Drop? I think my mom met the Dean there.
Widow's Drop! No, but it sounds suspicious.
Well, anything sounds suspicious if you say it like that.
Be careful, Jenny. They'll do anything to keep their secrets.
Hang on, let's try that. Let's try that experiment. Can well be! Does that sound suspicious?
Once you start to see things, there's no going back. Do you ever wonder why the lake glows at night? Or why the power keeps going out all over town?
Santa's Yumnut!
Yes, I do. All the time.
There's a lot more to this town if you look below the surface.
Do you mean that literally or figuratively?
Yes. The truth is hiding right under our feet, if we only stop to look.
I'm more confused than when we started. Well, I really have to get to my house. This case won't solve itself. I can drop you off at the bridge.
No need. I'm staying here. Some of these rocks have moved. Never trust a crab with a man's job.
Okay, CJ.
Be careful, Jenny. They are everywhere. Always watching.
Don't worry about me, CJ. They'll never see me coming. I sneak in silence. I creep in the shadows. My footsteps are whispers. Damn it!
You knew that was coming. I was just being telegraphed. Right, hold on a sec. I just need to... close the curtain. Oh, by the way. Jorts! I have jorts like a fat internet neckbeard. Yeah, be gone, son. Like straight in the face. But they're not quite Kevin Smith. Cover most of your calf jorts. They're just below the knee John Cena jorts. Living my best middle-aged life.
I got this. Don't worry. That'll buff out.
Jenny headed east towards the almost done bridge.
I can dock there and make my way through the Forgotten Forest without anyone seeing me. Sneaky.
So now, if I go up to the spot where we were before, oh hey look! Now we've done all the bullshit. I can get through. Who'd have fucking thunk it? So here we are, there.
That's the way to my house.
Oh, Mark Hamill's voicing Skeletor in the new He-Man series. This is interesting. I may have to sit down and watch it. Leave or stay? No, leave. I'm not going to try and find more fucking gallery pieces. Right, do you know how to tie a
The
knot,
night was
Jenny?
still and quiet on the far side of the lake.
No one ever comes down here. Not since they stopped repairing the bridge.
And yet it was hard to shake the feeling of being watched.
This is CJ's fault. He really believes all that stuff.
Once you start to see things, there's no going back.
I wonder what he meant by that.
Oh. Oh, we got a boob sticker.
Forgotten Forest Trail. Voted most likely place to be eaten by bears. Arthurton Gazette.
Yes. Eaten by bears. Let's go, folks. Oh, another blackout. That's what we need, right?
Perfect. Just as I'm about to enter the spooky woods.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Boat will find its own way
The
back.
good folks at Arthurton Power and Light were not easing Jenny's fear of the dark. Of course, this was the very reason curfew had been put in place.
Enter the Forgotten Forest. This will be fine, right? This is fine. Ooh. See, look, the power's back on. It's fine. Jenny's imagination ran wild. In the darkness, Every sound was a threat. Every shadow a monster. But she was nearly home. Just a little further. The land is no place for a speedboat, even one so brave as boat. Oh, this isn't terrifying. Mind your language, crows. Space City shrooms. Well, no turning back now, huh?
What happened to the bridge?
It looked like Jenny had reached a dead end. She had no choice but to return to Susie's house for a comforting mug of hot chocolate.
Shut up, Arthur.
I'd rather plummet to my death.
Looks like we will if we continue.
It was a terrifying drop to the rocks below.
Bioluminescent fungi.
Surely she wasn't contemplating jumping across.
Mom always says a great detective takes calculated risks. So let's do the math. The bridge is too weak for a running jump.
Strong tailwind.
Taking into account the strong tailwind, and factoring in my athletic prowess, or lack thereof, I could make that jump 2 out of 3 times.
Worth a try then.
Not bad odds.
Terrible odds.
Well, here goes nothing. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jenny.
Okay, maybe the odds weren't so good.
And now she was dangling from a splintered plank, one slip away from certain death.
It's just like climbing a tree. Just don't look down. Don't look down.
We're going down though, folks. Oh, here we go. Proper maze stuff. Which one is the right one to take? I'm going to go with this one. We seem goodish so far. Although I fear we may have missed bits. Oh, hello. Oh, more postcards. Creepy mommy on a postcard. Well, that's back that way. How's the bridge standing at all? That's a very good question. The ivy is the only thing keeping it together.
Was this the end for our tiny hero? As her spindly muscles began to give way, an image flashed before Jenny's eyes. Her mother, dangling from a ledge, unable to pull herself to safety. How could she possibly save her family when she couldn't even save herself?
I can't give up now. Mom needs me.
Jenny had barely survived. Was she really prepared for the dangers that lay ahead?
It's too late to turn back now.
Yeah. Like, we're not going back that way at all.
It might have been her recent brush with death, but Jenny's heart was pounding in her chest.
That's not my heart. That's CJ's compass. The needle is shaking like crazy.
Where's the thing you're giving me? The thing, so it shouldn't be behind me, it should be in front of me. Is it on the tree trunk? There it is. Timber? Oh, that's another gallery item. Climbing up the ivy. Oh.
There's something under there.
Yeah, digging in leaves, that's the sort of fun thing kids should be doing. Well, stealing boats tonight. Oh, hello.
Jenny had spent her whole childhood exploring the woods behind her house.
But I've never seen this before.
Then she remembered CJ's words.
People don't see things they aren't looking for.
She knocked on the rusty metal.
Hollow. It's a trapdoor.
But the sticker club got you with a sticker. With an ool sticker.
It's rusted up pretty badly. I can't move it. What a strange device. The wires are connected to the door.
Here we go. Another one of these ones where... this, and then we do the middle one again. Beep. Yeah. Now we're talking. Big mysterious
Stale
stairway.
metallic odor filled the air, as Jenny peered into the opening.
It sure is dark down there.
Too dark.
But
Shut up,
I can't just
Arthur.
leave this unexplored. I have to see where it leads.
And so Jenny descended blindly into the unknown.
Because that's what the unknown's for, right? Descending blindly. Now we're talking weird shit. Excellent, we just locked ourselves in.
That didn't sound good.
Are we fine? Look, we've got a friendly robot.
In all her short life, Jenny LeClue had never found herself in such a peculiar place. The town that once seemed a small, lifeless pond was suddenly an ocean of mysterious possibilities.
Be fine. You're
Equal
right.
parts terrifying and intriguing, it was,
Incredible.
yes, an incredible mystery in her very own backyard.
Case in the mysterious laboratory. Alright, what's going on? Computer.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
Authorization code? How am I supposed to know that? Looks fancy. And broken.
Jenny wiped away a thick layer of dust.
Jeez, how long has this been here?
Clearly the equipment had laid dormant for a long time, and yet...
It's so futuristic. Straight out of those comics Keith is always reading.
Starship cadets and the race for space.
It feels...
Alien.
Now I'm starting to sound like CJ. There must be a logical explanation for all this.
It's worse, it's Russian.
But its purpose would remain a mystery. Jenny dared not touch its intricate interface.
Anyone know the lost bunker numbers?
I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens.
Oh dear.
Right. So presumably we want to get all these in some sort of alignment. We reverse the polarity of the red. Reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. Or we can reverse the polarity of the blue. We can alter the frequency of them all. The gain only seems to work for the red. So let's get the gain about right. Okay, so the filter... Okay, so we get the filter there. So we can sort of stabilize this red. But do we need to stabilize the red? Because I think... I don't think we actually need it to be stabilized. Hello. looking, because like we got the red as a perfect sine wave here at the moment, but it looks like we need to muck about with the filter a bit to get it to get it kind of close to what the green, because I got a feeling we're gonna get them all in, right? Yes, hi. Hello. Kind of oh wait, hang on. The filter is affecting where it goes freaky. I know stuff about synthesizers. I should be able to get this. I think that's about the right bandwidth, isn't it? Frequency bandwidth. We're kind of almost matching with the blue. We're almost in phase. The frequency down a touch. Or frequency up a bit even. No. Is the blue going in? Let's take the gain. Right, the filter's affecting all of them. Where is the tracking moving it to? Oh, hello.
As Jenny turned the dials, she heard something hidden in the static.
A voice? What is he saying? It's a pattern. It keeps repeating. Animals and numbers. Animals and numbers. People in the future sure talk weird.
Was it a cry for help? A shopping list? Someone with extremely limited vocabulary?
Whatever it is, it must be important.
And so she transcribed it in her journal.
Yeah, there we go. We've solved the annoying frequency machine. Oh.
There's something stuck to the bottom of the ladder.
It was just a blank piece of paper.
Or is it?
Jenny traced her finger over the page. She felt the clear indentations left by a pen.
That.
Exactly what to do.
Classic.
It worked. 1, 2, 3. This must be the authorization code.
What sort of asshole has that as an authorization code? What? What's the matter? Yes, there he is. There he is. Absolute lad. He's a baby. He's a baby. Right, going back to the video game now.
I could have guessed that.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Code accepted. System authorized and armed for activation.
No. Yes, let's pull the lever. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna get gas. Yes.
Magnetic transducer coils targeting. Rotation phase harmonics stabilized. Commencing experiment 8, module 37.
Cool. Experiment 8. Which one's experiment 8?
What's happening?
Radioactive safety margins cleared.
Would you like to play a game?
Running at 54% efficiency.
It says it's working, but what's it doing?
Remember, a healthy employee is an effective employee. Please leave the station for your mandatory 15-minute smoking break. Decompressing spherical chamber.
I should get out of here before my skin melts off.
Oh, but we were having fun. Yeah, this isn't Amazon. They're getting their 15-minute breaks. The rocks are floating.
The boulders must have weighed a ton each, yet they floated in the air like balloons.
CJ said he saw a swarm of UFOs circling the Forgotten Forest.
Was Jenny beginning to make sense of CJ's wild ramblings?
I'm gonna need a bucket of coffee to unpack all this. Oh, God.
Ah,
Our old fort.
It didn't look like much, but this treehouse had once been Jenny and Keith's favorite hiding spot.
I could never climb up there on my own. Keith always had to help me.
They schemed and planned and swore never to let anything come between them.
no, Jenny.
Just thinking about him hurt.
Oh no. Oh, poor Jenny. Right, folks. It is 8:30. So, as ever, we do about 2 hours, or a little more than 2 hours, and then we find some raid. Yeah, don't stop underneath the boulders. Yeah, no, let's stop underneath boulders. It'll be fine, like everything else. We have hero staying powers. Anyway, let's see who we've got to raid. Who is a boot? Who is live doing stuff? Quite a few people. Tom. Oh, Tom is doing the drunk stream. Tom's doing a drunk Rubik's Cube stream. I think we should join the drunk person. Performing nerd. Oh wow, hang on. Let's do that without without caps lock on. Hello, Luke. Yes, timing. Don't worry, this will be on VOD, and also I'll be uploading to YouTube. But yeah, we are going to go and join Performing Nerd, Tom Crosby, who is doing a drunk stream tonight. He is solving Rubik's Cubes while drunk, and we can probably, if you subscribe, you can fire a Nerf gun at him. It's really funny. I shot 5 darts at him the other day. It was great. We have some raid messages, so you might want to copy and paste these. If you're a subscriber, you can use my big head. Nightbot is not a subscriber. No streams tomorrow. I'm going to see my mum tomorrow. But we'll be back on Sunday. We'll maybe do some Sunday Fun Day. We'll do some shout out in the Discord, see who wants to do some Sunday Fun Day stuff. But otherwise, we're going to go and see Performing Nerd. You lot have been lovely as ever. I shall let my mother know that the internet says hello. My weird friends on the internet who like to watch me play video games say hello. And I'll be going to see my dad as well, which will be nice. Anyway, yes, have I actually got the message copied? It never seems to copy properly. But yeah, let's go and see Tom Crosby, and he might be wearing dungarees. He's definitely going to be drunk. And I'll probably see you back here on Sunday. Look after yourselves, people. Mwah. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for the raid.